There, happy Saturday. Welcome to Ultima 4. It's retro roguery today, so continuing with Ultima 4. Not a whole lot of updates for the channel right now. I did finally get to see Shang-Chi last night because it finally came out on Disney Plus, and so I got to watch it, and it was really good. I really enjoyed it. So I don't want to talk too much about what's in it because I don't know if all of you have seen it yet. But I think it's a good addition to the Marvel universe. So now I have to decide whether I'm going to chance the theaters for Eternals or wait for it to come to Disney. I don't know what I'll do. But yeah. Since stream on Wednesday, I haven't done a whole lot. I worked, and then I had the day off, and then I had a session 0 for a Star Trek role-playing game that I'm going to be playing. And I played some Baldur's Gate 3 because I really just want that game to be done so that I can actually play it for real, but I just felt like playing some, so played a little bit of that. And then now I'm streaming, and then tonight we'll be returning to my Frostmaiden game with my Himbo Death Cleric, and then tomorrow I have a session 0 for a superhero game that I'm going to be playing in. And so yeah, I have a lot of role-playing games going on right now, but none of them are streamed, so sorry. Someday, maybe. We'll see. Yeah. As far as like game, I think I'm not sure how much more Ultima 4 there is. I don't know how quickly we'll get through the dungeons. We haven't stepped into any of them yet. We still need to go and pick up our final party member from Magencia. So that is the first thing that we'll do today, and then after that, I plan to try and enter a dungeon and see how things go. But my understanding is once I fight through the dungeons and solve the puzzles they're in, we're basically at the end of the game. So I'm guessing a couple this week and next week at minimum before we would get to Ultima 5. Pure guess. I have no idea what the dungeons are like in this game. I have not looked. I don't know. So, yeah, we'll see. I think it'll be fun. And then Monday we'll be continuing with American Alice. This will be the 4th Monday that I'm playing that game. I also have no idea how much is left in that. We're currently in Testland, and I think there's at least one more to go through before we confront the Jabberwocky. And I think after the Jabberwocky, we still have to confront the Queen of Hearts, if I'm reading the clues in the game properly. So, yeah, no idea. I'm just glad that I'm not battling against bombardier beetles and soldier ants, because that was annoying. Not really annoying. It was fun. It was just frustrating. It's a weird 1000-era PC platformer, which means not super. I'm not a big platformer person. Yeah, and of course tomorrow, I skipped over tomorrow for something. Tomorrow, we'll be continuing with Mass Effect 2, which I'm having tons of fun with. So, yeah. Anyway, it's a slow Saturday here. I think there's a football game happening on campus. I don't know. I don't really pay attention to that, but occasionally I've heard some helicopters overhead, which tends to happen around that time, and parking was restricted yesterday because there was going to be a game today. I just don't know what to and I've been seeing weather reports from where I used to go to, and they're getting snow, and I'm so jealous because I like snow, and we don't get a lot of it in Southwest Virginia. At least not this time of year. Maybe like March we'll get like a big snowstorm and it'll be gone the next day. But yeah, we don't really. Anyway. And my sinuses are still unhappy with me. So I may be a little nasally or might cough a little bit, and I apologize for that. I have a body. I'm not just a hologram in your screen. So I'll do my best, but anyway, how about we hop into some Ultima and what's going on, unless anybody wants to bring up a topic. Also, feel free to bring up a topic while we're playing. I enjoy chatting while we're playing. Alright. Pardon me. I did take a look at whether I could just play the soundtrack from this game on stream. Unfortunately, the soundtrack in its entirety plays through in about 8 minutes, and I can't find a way to loop a YouTube video. So, at the moment, I don't have that capability. So we just get more of my playlists that I created for the original Ultima games that didn't have soundtrack. Alright. Hopping in. We need to go to Majinsi. The fastest way we can do that is via the, gate. I think that's what we shall do. Oh, I forgot, nobody has ranged weapons anymore. Because I have all the magic weapons. And they're all swords. Apparently. That's a good reminder, actually. So much easier to kill the skeleton. I mean, that's assuming I actually hit them, which I still don't do so good with. Anyway, I hope that you're all having good Saturdays. Like I said, mine's been pretty chill. Gotta put stuff on the grocery list. Had some donuts for breakfast. And played some Baldur's Gate 3 for myself. Oh, Dia is the no move, which I don't know why I just did that, but anyway. Because now I don't know where I am. When I was at Lord British's castle, I knew where I was, and I could have figured out the path. But instead, no, I jumped into the gate because it was going to close, and that was the smart thing to do. It's fine. We're fine. We're totally fine. I won't know for... Oh, man. Did I get it? Is this where I wanted to go? I think it might be? No, this isn't where I wanted to go, but we're at Moonglow. I almost got through at the one that I wanted to go through at. Yeah, you should have when everything's fine. Everything's totally and completely 100% fine. Hi, Kira. How are you today? So if I want to go from Moonglow to Magencia, it's a 2-jump process. First, I need to go to Jalome. Alright, here's Jalome. And I just have to actually pay attention to the moon phases so that I go through at the right time. Because this is supposed to be faster. But the way I do it, not necessarily faster. Alright, Magencia, we have made it! Oh dear. I forgot that we're gonna die of poison as soon as we got. Who needs directions when there's chaos? Indeed, indeed, that is so. Alright, we got ghosties, we got skellies. I'm looking for a living person, I think. You got Snake. Snake is gonna attack me. Weapons shop. Spelled with an E, I assume. Snake is not evil, right? I should run from Snake? I think I should run from Snake. I retained my full perfect avatarness. I chose right! Right, but I can't remember the tune. This is gonna be one of those days where everything reminds me of a song, but I don't remember the song. Sorry. Am I supposed to be talking to the ghosty? Game. Ghostly. Join. I cannot join me. Then what good are you? Somewhere in this town, there's a person who will join me. That is definitely not a song. Where is this person at? Oh, where might they be found? Here I was told it would be. You meet a horrible, ghastly devil! I am Virtuebane. Did we talk to Virtuebane before? I feel like we have to. Virtuebane. We did. Got all of the stones. We've got all of the runes. No, we've got all of the runes. We don't have the stones. We don't. No, we don't have any stone. My brain is mush at the moment. Alright, Virtuebane. Sure, sounds like a great person for the Avatar of Goodness to talk to. I'm gonna ask him to join me. Apparently that is not who will join me. Skinny Skeleton. Named Slim. I have no idea where this person is. I thought we had looked through the entire town last time we were here. There may be somebody outside town. Even possible to go up is. Ruskin. Have we spoken with Ruskin? Spoken to Ruskin. I'm just going to let us die of poisoning until I find this person. We found them! Now I'm loading. I now know where to look. I will avoid the poison damage as much as possible this time. By reloading the game. Because my research was successful. Nope, nope, nope. I don't want that awful noise. Alright. Oh, but I have to jump through the moon gates again. I am at Britain. From Britain to Magencia. Gonna take at least 2 jumps. Nope. How did I forget already that none of us have ranged weapons? It feels like something that I would have remembered from like 10 minutes ago. Right. I need to go to Trinsic. Throw a rock! It's a skeleton! Throwing a rock should work. As long as it's a really big rock. Alright, to get to Trinsic, I need to go to Trinsic from here. Trinsic is waning. Gibbous waning. But Britain is Crescent waxing, so I have a little bit of time to wait. Come on, 1980s game! How come you don't have improvised weapons? I mean, they do. They're called fists. They hit very poorly. And they're what you have when you don't have any weapons. This game is stupendously better than the first 3, as far as, like, inventory management, equipment, etc. There are some things it takes a little too far, but overall, it's a big shift. Great. Okay. That's funny. That's the first stuff I did last time, and so I was so close last time, and instead went all the wrong places. Have to wait for the gate. Nearly there. Huzzah! I'm save. Enter. Pass. Score on Dana. Pass. Score on yourself, Mariah. There. No more poison. And there's a person! A living person! Not a demon, it's not a ghost, it's not a skeleton, there's a living person here! You meet a shepherd. I must jot down what we learn. A shepherd. Name. Katrina. Job. What's if I click the right window? Job. A survivor. We'd like to have a survivor in our party, wouldn't we? One with their health is well. I am honored to join thee! I have a full party! Huzzah! Okay. I've got 8 people. Katrina is very low level. Ready a weapon for Katrina. P. Mystic sword. Nope. Wear armor for Katrina. Mystic robe. Yay! Okay. My bard, who is leading the party, level 8. My paladin, level 6. Camino, my ranger, level 5. Diana, the druid, level 4. Julia, the tinker, level 5. Mariah, the mage, level 4. Jeffrey, the fighter, level 3. And Katrina, the shepherd, level 1. I'm so happy. Alright, I definitely need to get some reagents. I feel like I should dungeon first. I don't know. But we can always try it, and if I die, then we know it was the wrong choice. Right? We'll just hop back to Britain. We know how to get to the dungeon from Britain. For some reason I thought I could go straight there. But I was reading this thing wrong. I'm a silly butt. Pardon me. Have to wait again for the magic gate to open. Moon gate to open so that I can go anywhere but here. Since I did not come by boat. Yeah, Mike, I found her! It took me a bit. How are you today? Your dad never found her and never finished the game? Yowza. That was not the jump I wanted to jump. Garbrai. Which is where I left my boat. Alright. I'm not good at navigating the moon gate. I mostly finished games, Kira. There are some that I have started that are on the list to return to at some point. I'm intrigued as to what that game is going to be, Mike. I'm trying to navigate moon gates. It takes concentration. Alright. Here, I should be able to jump to Britain. There's a lot of sitting around, waiting for the gates to show. Almost there. Oh, the Bard's Tale! That should be interesting. I will definitely add that to the wheel. Thank you for redeeming your channel points, and thank you for watching enough to have accumulated the channel points. I really do appreciate it. Let me write this down so that I don't forget. But also, Kira, don't clear it. I will clear it once I've actually added it to the wheel. Hi, and I'm gonna say it because it's what's in front of me, and my brain knows that you have another name you go by, and I forget it. But hi, Ensimflix, which you go? Harry always making fun of the player? No way. I've not played a Bard's Tale. Yes! Obi, hi. Bard. I think I remember. If I remember correctly, I think that may have been one of the few video games that my husband was allowed to play as a kid. But I don't know for certain. I know Maniac Mansion was one, which is why he put it on the wheel. I bought a Bard's Tale because it looked interesting years ago on the iPad. And I barely started it and just never got back to playing it. I think because, like, Final Fantasy 1 came out for the iPad, and I ended up playing all the Final Fantasies instead and just never went back to Bard's Tale. I also think that the iPad wasn't the best interface for it. So I really know nothing about the game. So yeah, that'll be cool. I also don't know if the iPad version was the same game as the one. I don't know if there are multiple different Bard's Tale games, but I'm excited to learn. Alright. We've got Katrina. Katrina has weapons and armor. We're an 8-part avatar. We have lots of stuff. I want to go and visit a dungeon now. I really do. Probably stupid. I should probably prepare more before going. But but I also feel like I just want to go and do it. So I'm probably going to. First, I'm going to exit the castle and save. Now that I have full health. Also, yeah, we pick up the shepherd, and the first thing we do is go into a dungeon. That sounds great for the first level shepherd, right? Now I just have to remember how to get to the dungeon. Dungeon sheep! Yeah! Dungeon sheep sounds so fun. There's a shepherd here. Oh. Every time I want to go in, I'm gonna have to unlock a door. Paladin shepherd, in which case maybe they're demonic dungeon sheep. Oh dear. Descend into the depths. Oh crap, I have no light. Well, This was incredibly smart. I have torches. How does one use a torch? And I wonder how long they'll last. Let's see. Reference card. It's I, isn't it? Ignite a torch. 100 turns? That's pretty cool. There's stuff in here about the dungeon. There is. I have maps of the dungeons. You can't see them. Let me show them to you. Dungeon maps! Tells me where walls are, gems are, doors are, traps, fountains, altars, rooms, up ladders, chests, force fields, down ladders, secret doors, and up and down ladders. Here we go. You mapped all these things. Why don't you just lead me through? Indeed, indeed. Oh yes, and it is indeed Shimino. Let me read what Shimino has to say about the dungeon. Hail, seeker on the path of the Avatar, as ye prepare for the underground exploration that will aid thee in thy quest. Listen well to my word, for I shall try to spare you the sufferings I and my companions have endured to come by our knowledge of the dungeons of Britannia. First of all, know ye that these dungeons are foul, dark caverns that lie beneath the very earth upon which we tread. They are full of vermin, beasts most vile, as well as all manner of the walking dead and other unnatural creatures. Do not venture into them until thou dost have at least 3 traveling companions. Furthermore, do not venture below with inadequate supplies. Make sure that thou dost carry ample food, weapons, and magical reagents, for thou wilt not be able to replenish thy supplies whilst underground. That the 7 known dungeons are interconnected through 3 vast altars. Further said that this system of interconnection holds a part of the answer to thy quest and thine. So heed well the logic if you. Finally, the last of our maps, that of the Great Stygian Abyss, is not the result of exploration, but rather was created by means of a great enchantment, cast by a certain powerful wizard. No person has ever been in the abyss, and thus we are not certain if the map is accurate to any degree. Nonetheless, we have included it here in hopes that it might be in some way representative of the horrors that await the first to venture into the Stygian depths. Rely not too heavily on this one map. Sorry, every time we talk about the Great Stygian Abyss, and every time the word Stygian is used, it makes me think of Civilization 2. Sid Meier's Civilization 2, because Civ 2 had alternate play mode. You could play in the normal, you're playing on Earth mode, but it had a space mode and a fantasy mode. And the fantasy version, one of the civilizations you could play, one of the races you could play was, I don't remember what it was called, but it was basically underground dwelling people. I think it was Stygian. I don't remember if just that map layer was the Stygian layer, or if the race was the Stygians. There was also a bird folk one that lived in the clouds. So you could be on the main level, or you could be the bird folk who built their cities in the clouds, or the Stygian folk who built their cities underground. And I'm like, that was awesome! That was one of my favorite game modes for Civilization, and then it has never existed again in any of the later Civilizations. Sorry. Does it tell you where the switch is for the lights? The dungeon Deceit can be found on a small island off the coast of Dagger Isle in the northeast corner of Britannia. Indeed, it is a temple of guile, in which little is as its gold may be found in abundance on the 4th level. Beware of the mimics found in these depths, where they take on the appearance of chests in order to lure hapless explorers close. Then they treacherously attack. The blue stone may be found in the dungeon Deceit, somewhere on the 7th level. Seek ye also the altar room of truth. Okay, this came with the game. I assume I'm allowed to know all of this. The spy. I just haven't looked at the dungeon stuff at all until this point. Deep within the crags of the mountain range known as the Serpent's Spine lies the dungeon Despise, a seemingly featureless series of dank caverns. Despise houses a variety of fierce creatures that have strewn the bones of many an explorer throughout the underground. Thou must find the Room of Serpent in order to gain entrance to the altar room containing the yellow stone on the 5th level. Care of the utmost necessity on this level, as there are many perilous traps scattered about. Bravest can gain access to the altar room of love. The floors seem so much better than in the previous game. Dester. Due west of the Fens of the Dead, in the mountainous region in the southwest part of Britannia, lies the entrance to the dungeon Dester. The brave traveler will find wealth aplenty on the 4th level of this villainous series of caverns. But guardians of unsurpassed ferocity are also to be found here. Seek the altar that holds the red stone on the 7th level, and hie thee to the altar room of courage that may be found within. Seems like we should be wanting to go to the 4th frickin' level of Destard. Wrong. The Dungeon of Wrong can be found on the northwestern shore of Lost Hope Bay, far to the north of the castle of our liege lord. While this dungeon may seem mild to the casual observer, it is in truth a veritable quagmire of vile and treacherous traps. Use extreme caution on the 5th level, and beware of the one-way secret doors and the force fields that lie beyond them of the 6th level. The green stone can be found on the altar on the 8th level, and thou may also find the altar rooms of love and truth, these depths. Yeah, I think we're going to have at least 2 more weekends to play this. Wretched hive of scum and villainy? I think so. Indeed. I do believe that is accurate, Toby. Covetous. Aptly named, the dungeon Covetous can be found on the eastern shores of Lost Hope Bay. The entrance is hewn out of the forbidding cliffs of this region and can only be reached by ship. Seek it not on foot. The 5th level of the dungeon Covetous holds vast wealth for the intrepid explorer. Oh, yes, it does. But be wary, for the labyrinthine tunnels and caves are home to large numbers of ferocious orcs and savage trolls. Deep within these caverns, the 7th level, one can find the orange stone. One might also visit the altar rooms of love and courage if the rigors of the depths have not proved strenuous. Shame. Reaching the entrance to the dungeon Shame will test thy navigator's skills to their limits, for 'tis to be found at the headwaters of the Lost River, far to the northwest of the canyon. Great wealth is to be had by those who can penetrate to the 6th level of this sinkhole of doom, but there dwell creatures therein that 'tis best not to speak of in public meeting places, for the very mention of these beings is likely to cause a panic amongst the general populace. The seeker need only attain the 2nd level to encounter the altar containing the purple stone. Altar rooms of truth and courage summon the bravest, the lowermost depths. Shame is where you used to grind for gold. Good to know. Hi, Tony! How are you today, Tony? Hithloth. Okay, we had deceit, despise, dastard, which is a word I can't exactly define, but just feels like dastard. Like, it reminds me of the word dastard. Oh no! Lots of redemptions! I will do the stretch! Yeah, I think dastard is just meant to be sort of dastard. Let me hydrate. And I have a hat trick. Do you have a hat preference? So we had deceit, despise, dastard, which is kind of dastard, wrong, covetous, shame. What the heck is Hithloth? I have never seen this word before. Oh. It is a very old English word meaning pride. Well, if you don't have a preference, I think I'm going with witchy goodness. Because I like wearing this one while I play this game. I'm supposed to switch back to the chatting screen when I do that, and I'm silly and didn't do it. But I will show you the hat. The lovely, lovely hat. Health Information Privacy and Protection Act. Whole discussion about that. The theory is that it's connected to hylotheism, which is a belief of God in material things. Cool. What's really interesting is Hithloth, searching for the definition brings up the Ultima wiki as the top result. Anyway, it was just, I came across this word and didn't know what this word was, and I needed to look up and see what there was, and cool. Anyway, let's go back to, checking these out. The Dungeon Hithloth is perhaps the most curious, or curious of underground Britannia. There are two entrances that are known of. One out and back of the castle of our liege lord, and the other on the Isle of the Abyss. 'Tis said that the tunnels run far beneath the ocean, and to great. Indeed, one must begin at the very bottom of this dungeon and work upwards to the surface. Leaves one at the farthest reaches of our land. There are altar rooms of truth, love, and courage to be found in the depths here. So wait, you start on level 8? And then we get the Great Stygian Abyss. Approach not this dungeon until thou hast completed all parts of thy quest, for only one who has trodden far along the path of the Avatar has a hope of surviving here. Truly no person has ever plumbed its depths, and we offer this map only through the use of a great enchantment mentioned earlier in this journal. Legend says that one must hold the bell, book, and candle, even gain entrance. But before reaching the entrance, one must sail through the cove that is filled with the ghost ships of Britannia's pirates. Try not this delicate maneuver, unless thou hast found the magical ship's wheel, which will lend strength to the hull of thy vessel, lest ye founder and become fodder for the finned terrors of the ocean. Among the tales told of the great Stygian abyss, the legend of the ladders is most curious. It is said that each level of this dungeon contains an altar where one must place a stone whereupon a ladder downward appear. Shrine. We've been to all the shrines. Okay. So we're currently in Hithlock. You have to go down to level 8 to get anywhere, but you're on level 1 for now. Okay. Level 7 of what? Oh yeah. Uh-huh. Yep. There's no ladder up from where I am. Yeah, it's an axe. I don't know what else it would be. Hi. Great, so I'm on level 1 and there is no up ladder. That sounds great. Well, let's give this a go. Katrina, I hope you survive. Since, you know, you're brand new to the party and level 1. Oh, heck. Well, descent? That's what the shepherd out back of the castle is there to warn you about. Once you enter, you can't return. I see. I forgot that warning. Between whenever they told us and now. It's fine. It's fine. I am presently on level 2. I am facing east. There is a wall in front of me, and a wall to either side? Oh. 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 I see where I am. I am here. I think I must go all the way to level 8 before I can do anything. Which I think is exactly what you said had to happen. Grand. Alright, I am on level 8, facing east. I should maybe head for this up ladder? What are the other symbols? Door. That's a door, but it's behind. These are all these things. Do I have any dispel spells? I should have prepared. Yeah, poison field. Yay! I have a dispel prepared. I might be able to make more. Also, there's no freaking treasure in this dungeon. The altar rooms of truth, love, and courage. No stones. I'm not sure that it's worth it. I think the goal is to get out alive at the moment. So I think I want to go south. Pass. Dispel. Oh. Hello. What are you? What is a shepherd kill thing? Bugs? Get the black flag? I do not know what you are referring to. Oh. Raid. Yes, okay. Bugs don't seem too bad. Gonna sit here and let Katrina do the killing. Yay, Katrina got one! Apparently, it's been a while since we were in this Animal Crossing building. And we need to run around and kill the cockroaches. Two kills for Katrina. She's doing great. Alright, we have climbed up. We are on level 7. And alright, we need to, we're facing west. We're currently here and facing west. We want to go east and then north. If I'm reading correctly. I did say Animal Crossing. I have spent some time in the Animal Crossing. I may have read where I am completely wrong because that does not seem right. Do they loop? Does the freaking thing loop? It does! Alright, we made it to level 6. Whoa! What? Now we get to see if I'm using a patched version of the game? So the bugs that I was fighting are not the only bugs? Some rooms on floor 6 that have bugged entrances. It's not like I have anything they need to listen to. Why would they bug my entrances? Get it! We saw the bugs. They were swarming on the other side of the ladder. Yeah. I don't like it when they put me to sleep. It is the least happy thing. Alright, Julia. You can't do magic, can you? Oh, I don't remember. Oh, flaming oils. Okay. How do I use a flaming oil? Well, 3 people have flaming oil ready. Alright. Attack. Direction. Range. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I hurt one of them! I finally hurt one of them! Attack! 1, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. Oh, did I kill one? Oh, it ran away. Attack. 6. I think I'm out of flaming oil. But we're doing better. Maybe I'm not out of flaming oil? I don't know. Attack. 1, 3, 4, 5. I think it's 6 again. It was. Right, Dupree. Four. Ready? I am out of flaming oil now. Yeah, it said last one, but it said last one a couple times. I guess it was last one for that person? But at least I'm not, like, asleep all over the place anymore. Ready, weapon. Weapon. Who's still asleep? Jeffrey. And how did Shimino get poisoned? I mean, I assumed that they did it. I just didn't notice it happening, that's all. Past for Shimino. Get. Okay. What the heck is this? This is the room. This is the very first time in any Ultima game that there has been a top-down view in a dungeon. This is the room where it happens. The room where it happens. The room where it happens. Should really be like that it. I mean, they're not coming after me, are they? No. Should really just like lure them out and post up either side of the doors. This is amazing. I actually love this. This is an awesome room. There are preset rooms in the dungeons where fights just happen. Nothing here affects your virtues. So if you run away or grab treasures, things are fine. Cool. Alright, Katrina, you need to, like, not die. I'm trying to give you kills, but I think they might kill you instead. What stays in the dungeon room, or what happens in the dungeon room stays in the dungeon room. So yeah, that seems very Vegas-y. Trying to get them to come to me, but they're just not doing it. Or at least the Ettins aren't. Question is, are the treasure chests going to be mimicked? Also, at this rate, it's going to take forever to clear this dungeon because I can't hit a darn thing. RNG is not my friend at the moment. No! The thing's attacking diagonally? Yes! Katrina got the kill! Katrina got the kill! I was working so hard to try and maneuver Katrina so she could get a kill. How do... Oh! I assumed I had to go through the dungeon room to get to the next dungeon room. But it looks like I don't, because there's only one entrance and one exit to this room. It's okay, I don't mind fighting it. I can use the experience points and the money. Oh! That will be frustrating if indeed that is the case. And Janice poison. Of course. Of course. I just tried to attack the treasure chest. I'm doing great. Things are fine. How are you all? My experience with DOG so far is that this is probably going to be an unpatched version. I believe I have stepped on every tile in here and no passageways opened. Does that mean I am stuck? I live here now. I'm guessing I will want that, yeah. Yep, can't do anything. It's the same room, and if I can't open up and exit, then there's nothing to do. Except exit the game and load again before I ever entered the dungeon, which is wondrous. Alright, let me close this real quick. That's yeah, I just exited out. Yeah, that would be good if you can. You should be able to drop the link in there now. Fluff fix. Oh, wonderful. Uh-huh. The download link does nothing for me. Let me try opening in a new tab. It will not let me download this patch. Ah! Let me try a different browser. I don't know. Ultima 4 Hithloff fix. Ah! Yeah. Wait. Yeah, no, it just wasn't letting me download the file. Google Chrome just wouldn't download it, period, and was giving me nothing. Firefox said that it didn't want to download it because it was a potential security risk, and I told it download it anyway, and it did. So Chrome was just being very aggressive in its attempts to protect me, which is nice, but also I knew what I was downloading, and to have it not even give me a warning and just pretend like the link was non-existent was frustrating. Hi, Galara Dragon. I entered my first dungeon, and the first dungeon I entered was Hithloff, and apparently the version of the game from GOG does not include whatever patch is necessary to make Hithloth function correctly. So we are working on that right now. Let's see. Find the game. Ultima 4, Quest of the Avatar. Apparently goes back as far as the C64. Yeah, and the thing is, like, GOG, if they're going to be offering these for sale, and it's something that is, like, literally that common and that old of a problem, they should really have the patched version. Just like, if there's a version of the game available with the music, it should include the music. I don't understand why they haven't done that. But, okay. Let me copy this Hithloth file, paste this Hithloth file, and replace the file in the destination. Great! I have replaced that file. How often do you walk through Hithloth? On level 6 that don't work right. Yeah, so I went into a room. Level 6, I was working my way back up from level 8 because I entered at the castle and you can't exit at the castle. And you come to a room in the middle of the floor, and I went into the room and killed all the monsters and grabbed all 4 treasure chests, and there was no exit except the one that I came in. And I walked on all of the tiles, and so the only way out was back the way I came. So most doesn't have any way to get back to the other 2, and the other 2 don't have proper starting locations. Yeah, I don't know. I installed this. I think we're gonna try it again, because why not? I'm at the castle. It didn't seem too over level for me. I was surviving the walk through the dungeon. I think we brave Hithloth again, but first I'm gonna take a quick break. I need a quick bio break, so I'm gonna be right back, and then we will dive back in and see if it works properly now. Be right back. I'm back! How about we give this a go? See if this works. Yeah, that is my my hope as well. So far, so good. Makes everything a dungeon. And you get a dungeon, and you get a dungeon. Everyone gets a dungeon. All right. We are gonna do this. We'll talk to you this time. Dungeon. Stop. Horn. Horn. Ahead lies a perilous place. No. I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. Perilous. Once thou enters, thou may not return whence thee came. I will go on. Then thou art doomed! You sound like one of my Animal Crossing villagers. All of my villagers say the end is nigh or doomed. Because that's what I taught them to say. Alright. Descend. I probably should have done that after I got to level 8. Which way did we want to go on level 8? South. Pass. Fell. Hi. Alright, we are facing west. Wait, on the C64, if you changed out the Britannia disc for the dungeon disc, what would happen? Like, if you put in the wrong disc, would it load up something strange? Oh, this fight again? Oh, but there's only one of them this time. Oh, yeah. Last time there were like 8 of them. Half overland, half treasure chests, and random dungeon garbage. The overworld map loads in new data every 16 steps or so in one direction, but it doesn't check to see that you've got the Britannia disc in the drive. Interesting. Stop putting Katrina to sleep. She needs to be the one to kill you. Don't attack the sleeping Katrina. Not fair. Wake up, Katrina, wake up! Really? Fine. Okay, we have returned to the room. We'll see if we can get out of the room. I assume there's a series of puzzles with, you know, an alternate viewing scope and strange symbology. I mean, to my understanding, that is how you get out of a room. I may be thinking of the game The Room. Yeah, Katrina was still asleep. Okay. He's just gonna be shepherding. He's been counting too many sheep, is the problem. The question is, where might this trigger step be if said trigger step exists? Because so far, no new paths. You have to find the triggers. Do I need to, like, search for them? Or is it just you step on one and then it happens? Step on the right spot, okay. So far, I have not done. Where do I need to step? Please give me an exit from the room. That's not bad. Oops. I forgot there was a chest up there that I had not opened yet. I have... Wait! I stepped on all of the spots and a door opened. It was literally the last spot I stepped on, didn't it? Hi, Phoenix. I think yes, you may have shown up at exactly the right time, considering yeah, I just installed your patch. Mike shared the link, and I went there, and on Google Chrome it wouldn't admit that the download button was a download button. But Firefox just warned me that it was a potentially dangerous file and let me download it anyway. But Chrome completely blocked the download. But yeah, then we installed it, and I came right back here, and it works! It is potentially dangerous. These dungeons are deadly. I mean, yes, it's potentially dangerous because it's a file that loads information onto your computer, and unless you know the source, it can't be fully trusted, but I wasn't too worried about it, and the fact that Chrome didn't even give me the option to download it anyway, it just like pretended like the download button was not a link. That was frustrating. In stereotypical Avatar fashion, you're baking bread for Lord British. Oh, there's a mimic over there in the corner. See its eyes moving. Look at that cute little mimic. So that is definitely a thing that I want someday in like an RPG. I just want to have like a pet mimic. That seems fun. Or like a mimic as a familiar. Who's a cute little mimic? I don't have any more dispel spells prepared. Is that a force wall? I think that's a force. Which means I need... I can't mix reagents here. So I have to go back the way I came. And mix reagents when I'm in the hall. Yes? I would say this is not a combat situation. We're on opposite sides of a force wall. That doesn't seem like a combat situation to me. Where's everybody else? Oh. We were stacked on top of one another. That's interesting. Considering that we can't normally do that. No rules, just right. Dungeon Steakhouse? I don't know if everybody watching would even have that commercial or that catchphrase for I don't know if they have the same advertising campaign in various countries. Oh, Kira, I mean, yeah, you would have it. But others, I don't know if no rules just right means anything to anybody outside the US. This is me walking through the room, ignoring the monsters as much as possible because they're not my focus at the moment. More snow! Sorry, you're probably not as excited about it as I am. I like snow. And we have not had any here. Not very not excited about it, yeah. We started a thing years ago now where I get to have grilled cheese and tomato soup if it snows. And in Minnesota, that was a great deal. In Virginia, that's not such a great deal. Oh, wet, heavy, sleety snow's not great. Alright, I need to spelly, but... Spelly spells. Nope. Dispel. Black Pearl, Sulfur Sash, and Garlic. Do I have Black Pearl? Oh, first let's cast a core. Yeah, we might as well cast a. So, Alright. Do I have all of the ingredients necessary, I wonder? I have 3 black pearls, I have garlic, and I have sulfur sash. Yay! I agree, Phoenix. Yes, it is snowing somewhere, so I should get grilled cheese. Oh. I am sorry to hear that it is restricting visibility. I want F-A-C. No! Mix for spell. F-A-C. Dispel. F-A-C. Right. I need some more cures. For garlic and ginseng. Cure. C. E-C. C. I keep typing CBC, like the Canadian Broadcasting Company. And I should probably make a couple heals if I can. Just because, you know, I might need that alive since he's squishy. Ginseng and spider silk. Alright, I have some spells now. There's a lot of mixtures you have mnemonics for like that. Okay. Let's try again. Bed, B-E-D. Would be E-D-B. I don't know what that one is. Alright. Third time's charm? For my first dungeoneering in this game, this has not been too bad. Link takes... and D. Ah, okay. I'm doing like a waterfall advance through this room to try and hit every single square. ABC, BED, CBC, decaf. E is bad. Question is, will it be the last square I step on again? Or will it be the same square as last time? Anti-awaken. Yeah, decaf is sleep. Although I would never drink decaf to try and fall asleep. If I was going to drink a warm beverage to try and fall asleep, me personally, it'd be like hot cocoa or warm milk or something like that. I do believe some people like herbal tea, particularly what I affectionately like to refer to as chamomile, which other people seem to think is called chamomile or chamomile. But chamomile is so much more fun to say. Chamomile for yes. Good. I'm glad I'm not the only one. It's either going to be the same square as last time, or it's just automatically the last one I step on. I realize it's probably not a good idea to have Rena open this treasure chest, is it? It's not gonna stop me. Oh. It's open! The way has opened! Yay! It worked again! I still didn't notice which square I stepped on to make it happen, but it happened! Southeast treasure box. Okay. Yay! Okay, this time I'll actually be able to proceed through this room. These rooms have been the challenge in this dungeon for me, considering that the first time I just couldn't pass through that first room, and then I got here and didn't have any dispel spells left. We're making slow progress, but we're making progress. Towards what goal? I am uncertain, since I don't really actually have a reason to be in here. Because according to the hint guide, there are no stones here. I could possibly go and kill this mimic. Thankfully, the mimic stands still. How many hits does it take to get to the center of a mimic box? Ah, there we go. Yeah, I mean, there's no need for any reason other than it's there. That is true. Cast. Dispel. Come into my parlor. Oh, you're not going to. You're just gonna shoot me from. Well, in that case, I'll come and say hi to you. Alright, got it. Okay. Don't think this other chest is a mimic. I haven't seen any eyes from it. Oh, that was a mistake. Trying to clear everybody out of this room. And I don't process them through here. The mistake. Oh, no, it is definitely a mimic. The treasure chest woke up, said hello. Now it's gonna try and take a bite out of me. Oh! Phoenix, thank you for making the patch, and have fun with your kids. I may have killed the treasure chest. I was talking, so I didn't know. Alright. We will have cleared room 2 of this dungeon in just a moment. Room 3. Here we are. I definitely do not feel like I am underleveled for this, despite having one party member who is like baby. This seems fine. Unlike when I did the Dungeon of Fire in, I think it was Ultima 3, it might have been Dungeon, I don't remember, 3 or 4. And I went through it and it was just, I should not have been there. But I survived. And made it all the way through. And I was so thrilled. I don't know how I survived that. This feels just more comfortable. That was like edge of my seat. Scared I was gonna die every second. Some of you can start moving down towards the exit. All of you can start moving down towards the exit while one of you goes to get treasures. Oh! Mimics! Bad sigh for early sunsets. I don't mind it getting dark earlier. I just wish that they would keep one or the other. Don't ever change the clocks. Set them to 1 and leave it. Because it never really gets dark very early here at all. Like 5 o'clock, not great, but not super early. When I was in Minnesota and it got dark at like 4:30 in the afternoon, that wasn't my favorite thing. But it doesn't really get dark at 4:30 here. Official sunset for you is 4:38 p.m. To here, it's closer to 5. Because we're further south, so we get more sunshine. Gotta tame these chests if I want the treasure. Alright. I should cast Cure on me. I should cast Cure on Katrina. I should cast Cure on Dupree. Cast Cure on Amino. I made it through the rooms! Okay, where now? We made it through. Just finished the hallway, and then we're on level 5. I think. We're on level 5. Oh, I think I know where on level. I think I'm gonna have more room. In the summer, the sun was only down from about 1:30 a.m. until 5 in the morning. Oh. I never really had to deal with that. Another work week of tech support without reaching through the phone and slapping anyone. You do! Congratulations, Puddleglum! Tech support and customer service are very frustrating. Gremlin! They're eating my food! At least I can fight them off in this game. In the last game, they just straight up took the food. And it sucked. I just rebooted. Yeah, no, your computer doesn't say that. Don't feed them after midnight. Oh, Kira. Fine. I literally I shut down my computer every night. This one, at least. My work one, at least once a week. But this one that I stream on, I turn it off every night. That said, I've been waiting. I cannot. I'm too scared to upgrade to Windows 11. I'm just afraid it's gonna break something, and I did go in to the BIOS and turn on the security option that needed to be turned on to be able to upgrade to Windows 11, because all of the manufacturers apparently default it to off, but Windows 11 requires it to be on. So I had to learn about how to get into my BIOS and make that change. Which was fun. It was quite frustrating and took me a couple of hours to find the proper setting, because I've literally never gone into my BIOS before. Yeah, and it's like, this was an expensive computer that I use for the streams, and I didn't want to break anything, but it's required, and according to the Windows Can You Upgrade site, my equipment says, yes, you can upgrade, but when I would do the check in Windows, it would say, you can't upgrade. And so then I figured out what the problem was, and knew what I needed to turn on, except that depending on the device, depending on the BIOS manufacturer, there are like 4 different things it could be called. I don't remember the terminology at the moment because that was like a couple of weeks ago. And so I was trying to look up the specific model that I have for the hardware to see what it would be called. But whenever I did that, none of the examples had the actual BIOS interface that I see when I go into my BIOS. I eventually did slow down enough to read like every single line on every single screen until I finally came to the option that I needed to turn on. I had to slow down and go line by line to find it, because it wasn't popping out when I was... Don't like Windows 10, but you don't really think you'll like Windows 11 more. From what I can tell, Windows 11 doesn't really do much except some small cosmetic changes. And I don't necessarily need them. I've gotten used to 11, or I mean to 10. Honestly, if I could stream these games from my Mac, I would do so. I had not had a Windows computer at work or home in like 5 years before getting this gaming computer. Whew. Are those spiders? Is that what those are? Taking your ability to move the taskbar. What? They're taking away the ability to move the taskbar? What? That's ridiculous. That's like a core feature that has always been present, and there are people who only use Windows with the taskbar like on the left or on the right. Why would they take that away? Don't they also like move the start menu to the center of the taskbar instead of it being in the lower left corner? I will say also part of my hesitancy towards Windows 11 is I used Windows 8 when it was brand new. Because, well, and I used Windows 8 on a Mac when Windows 8 was brand new. I had, I forget which virtualization software I was using, but there was stuff, I was in grad school at the time, and there were things that I could only do on a Windows computer, and Windows 8 was out, so I couldn't get Windows 7. I could get Windows 8 for free because I went to the University of Washington at the time, and it being in Seattle had a lot of technology access provided by Microsoft because the Microsoft campus was right there. But that meant I got Windows 8. When Windows 8 was fully set up for mobile devices only, and touchscreen interfaces, and all of the controls were touchscreen interface controls. Apps opened full screen as though you were on a tablet, and the only way to close them was to drag your finger from the top of the screen all the way to the bottom, which didn't work that great when you were using a mouse and a keyboard, and did not have a touch screen because you were using a computer and not a tablet. Yeah, the initial release of Windows 8 was horrible. So I'm a little leery of Windows software updates and diving on board as soon as they come out is not a thing I'm inclined to do. Whereas like Mac has never really broken, or Apple has never really broken the OS to that level for me. How much more? Windows 8 was awful. Windows 8 wasn't designed for anybody. Windows 8 was their marketing department designed it, and they wanted to roll it out to everything. but it was a sales pitch for trying to get people to buy convertible tablet computer. And that's all it was. I need more cure spells. I don't even know if I have the reagents to make more cure spells. Out of here, we'll find out. I have no idea what they were even thinking. It was a major boondoggle. Windows 10 though seems to work okay, and as long as 11 isn't a super major change from 10, I can probably get used to it. I use my taskbar at the bottom, so that's fine. Occasionally, when I would do a vertical monitor, I would want the taskbar on the side there, but otherwise I use it at the bottom. Oh my gosh. Lots of bats and lots of gremlins! Eventually, I will make my way through this dungeon. But this gives me a sense of how long the game is going to take. If I need to go through all of the dungeons, and they're all similar to this, we'll be finishing sometime in January, I think. Just based on the speed at which I've been going through this dungeon, I'm guessing January. So much for my food stocks! I came with food! I should have just made a run for it with everybody who wasn't currently battling bats. Oh. Yeah, I need to really just stock up on some reagents. What I need to do. I need to make some money, buy some reagents, make some spells. There's a lot of, like, prep work that needs to happen before I really tackle the dungeon. But I'm glad that I did one today as just like a, let's see how dungeons are in this game. It was time. Plus, I've made a lot of money in this dungeon. But yeah, if this is the level of difficulty of them, I could see going to, like one of the dungeons where level 4 or level 6 is basically all treasure chests, and just going. Go to my foods. I don't have any problem with giving. Let them take the. I am not Javert. The limiting factor in this game really seems to be... I mean, once you get... I'm not worried about food at this point. I'm really not that concerned with gold at this point. It's the magical reagents that are the problem. They are the thing that I need that is, like, the hardest to get. Not like the base ones, but like the really good ones. Stop stealing my foods! Right. Most of y'all can leave. I'll be there in a second. I'm just... these treasure chests. If you get out of the room, that will go faster. I'm up over 2,000 gold. Okay. What do I have reagent? Garlic and ginseng. I can make 7 more cure potions. Let's do it. 6. C. C. B. C. P. C. C. B. C. B. B. C. B. B. C. B. B. C. Cast. Cure on Dupree. Cast. Cure on Shamino. Cast. Cure on Jana. Okay. Where the heck are we? We are on level 5, having gone through the 3 rooms. There is an up ladder in front of me. That up ladder doesn't seem like it goes anywhere. Where the heck does that connect to 4? I guess I could go up and see. Nope, I was right. I'm on level. Go this way, and there's another up ladder. Fine. I am facing west, and there is another down ladder in front of me. I am in this. I go down the other ladder. Then. Alright. I came down a ladder, and there's a turn to take care. What are those? Are those? Gems! There are gems in? Should I be going for those? Aw, it's a cute little orc. Or troll, or whatever. So cute. To find a magical ball. +5 strength, +5 dexterity, and +5 intelligence? And oh my gosh, it hurt me. Uh... 600 damage, but 5 points to all stats? That's amazing. The other dungeons have less harmful orbs. Okay. Well, there's one more gem on this level. Question is, who should I have use it? And can I camp here enough to make it be me again? No effect. Resting had no effect. I did not heal at all. Is that because I rested in the same place? Well, but if it's 600 hit, if it does 600 damage, nobody else can take that. Dupree has 600, and that's it. Will this one do the same amount of damage? Okay. Fast. Skill on Dupree. So my strength is maxed out for Aokon. And Dex is almost there, Int is almost there. So basically I've almost maxed his stats. Dupree's doing pretty good there. Do the stats go up when you level? Otherwise, I'm not sure how I got... Apparently, this is not useful. Where the heck am I? I'm so lost. Bang. And a fight with a ladder in the middle? I suppose if I went and climbed the ladder, I could escape. I'm not going to. Julia, Mariah, Joffrey, Trina. Probably hang on. Pretty hurt. Ah, not in this game, but in 5. That's probably why my brain went there, because 5 is the first Ultima game I ever played. What is the point of the Shepherd as a class? I get it narratively, but the Shepherd basically can't use anything except the magic weapon. If I'm remembering correctly. Like, if I had ended up as a Shepherd instead of a Bard, that would have made the game a lot harder. Shepherd is hard mode, pretty much. Only 3 weapon choices plus mist and no spells. Okay, that is kind of what I was reading it as. As, like, that would be the hardest one to play. Very humbling experience. Yeah, I guess it would be. I don't know where the heck I'm supposed to go. I've got a path south and a path east. I'm on level 5. Guess I go this way. Don't think I've used this ladder. Time to start killing some trolls. I was gonna call them orcs. They're trolls this time. They look the same. I do need to make sure that I'm letting Katrina do some killing. I need a bloodthirsty shepherd on my hands. I need a shepherd who will kill for the sheep. Also, I think leveling is going to go so much faster now that I'm in a dungeon. Because there's a lot more killing happening. I didn't drop a chest. Alright, I am on level 4. There is a door in front of me leading to a room. I must go through that room. There are 2 rooms on level 4 that I have to pass through. Please tell me the floor is not going to attack me. It matter which direction I go. Because the floor wraps around. I think it's equity. No floors in this game? The floor was surprising. What if half the party goes north and half the party goes south? I'm literally gonna try it and we're gonna find out. Am I about to break the game? Oh! It won't let me exit north because somebody already exited south. Well, that answers the question. Here we are with the second room. I need to exit to the side from this. You go into the dungeon today, you're sure of a big surprise. You go into the dungeon today. The sight will meet your eyes. I don't remember what the actual lyrics of the actual song are. Today's the day the trolls will have their cookout. Sorry. I realized halfway through that I actually don't remember what the actual words are to the Teddy Bear's Picnic song. And I wanted this to be like the Trolls Cookout as a parody of the Teddy Bear's Picnic, but I remember the tune, I don't remember the words. So rewriting the words didn't work so well. I tried. No one needs that song, it's too creepy. The knight who had studied the lore of cards total 4 yelled at the snake to pass Exodus late, but then he was killed by the floor. Beneath the trees where nobody sees these, they hide and seek as well as they please. It's a cute little song. It's somewhat creepy, I guess. I should probably have Shimino open the chest this time around. Because Shimino has the most hit points. And if it's an acid trap, I don't want it killing Dupree or Abe. In Hithloth, shame, and covetous too, they sharpen axes waiting for you. Today's the day the North have a cookout. Thank you, Organ Mike! Yes! Got 24 more gold! Yay! And 39 more gold. You go down in the depths today, prepare for a big surprise. You go down in the depths today, you'll never believe your eyes. Hithloth, shame, and covetous too, they sharpen axes waiting for you. Today's the day the trolls and orcs have a cookout. Yay! I love how we write songs for, like, every game we play. Alright, I think there's another gem. I probably can't touch it because nobody here will be able to. Without dying. Do they come back? Or is it, once I've used it, that gem is gone? So like, if I came back through Hithloth, would the 2 gems that I've already used have returned for use again? Or are they just gone? They will come back. So potentially could run through this again at a later time when the other characters have leveled up to the point where they could survive a 600 hit point hit. Because I don't think I have anybody that can touch this right now without dying. We're gonna leave it alone. I am at the jam. I just don't want to them to die. Nobody has died yet, and I don't want them to die. I don't want the chance of them being turned to ash when I try to resurrect them. Oh, heck, what is that? Oh. I see. If you want the treasure chest, you have to use 2 dispels and fight a dragon. Lovely. Altar? Not on screen, on the map. Is that what that is? Is that an altar? I'm gonna zoom in. I think that might be an altar on the 3rd level of Hitblock. Altar rooms of truth, love, and courage to be found in the depths here. It's the first one I've seen. I don't know that I have... I don't have any of the stones. Don't you need the stones for the altar room? Oh! So that is an altar that I should probably visit. Gotcha. Well... Do I need any to get out? I have 2 dispels. I could get into where that dragon is. I don't know if I'll be able to exit the dungeon if I do that. I don't know how you get out of the dungeon. I think I would be able to. Is there a chest or a room? I think I can do it. Is it worth it? I wonder. I don't. Plus, we'll have plenty more dungeon delving to get money, so I probably should just leave it and save the spells for now. So tempting. There are 6 treasure chests and I'm allowed to open them. You know? So much of this game I've been walking past treasure chests without touching them. We will leave them. We're gonna have to come back through this room in a second anyway. Spiders! Burn it! Burn it with fire! I'm not a fan of spiders, although these are kind of cute little weird blobby things, so not too terrible. Kill the spiders, kill the spiders. Bye-bye spiders. Going to kill you all. You're all gonna die, and then we'll move through this hallway without you. I don't know why you had to make your webs in my way. Let's get rid of all the spiders. That was sucky. Oh, it wasn't the chest, it was just... I'm gonna run out of cure spells! On Shamino! And cast cure on Jana! And camp! Okay, I got a few hit points back there. You find it's a fountain? Thought it was an altar. It's a fountain. Is this a good fountain or a bad fountain? Is this a Glinda fountain or a Wicked Witch of the West fountain? Holy heck! It's a healing fountain! Heck yes! Oh! I could go back down and get the gem! I'm going back down to get the gem. It was just on the floor below. Or no. It was on this floor. It's just back over in this hallway. Go, 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 go. Ah, it's just a few spiders that are gonna poison me. And I have very little means of getting rid of poison at this point. I don't have very many cure spells left. It's okay. It's fine. It's all totally fine. This is fine. Oh, they're non-evil. I can run from them. Okay, cool. I'm at that point again where I'm like, I'm in a dungeon. I don't want to get poisoned. Oh, I was like, what happened? Search. Dupree. Nice. Okay. Now we go back to that fountain as quickly as possible to heal up Dupree. Everything's coming up, Millhouse. Okay. Now we head south exit. Eventually we're gonna get out of this dungeon. I wonder if you were meant to, like, do these sprinkled throughout. Like, you go to a town, you get their gem, you tackle their dungeon. Or if I'm doing this more or less the way that it was intended. With, do all the shrines first and then do the dungeon. I don't know. Alright. Alright, go through this room. Hi, Algriff Dragon! I have an animate sword? Is that what that is? It is Dungeon Day. It is the first dungeon that we have entered. And so far it's been a lot of fun. Having the dungeon be fun is a big improvement for me. Because in the previous games, the dungeons, I avoided them as much as possible. They did not seem super fun. In this game, the dungeon is actually fun. There were times the dungeons were fun in the other games, but they were more stressful for me. Here, this has been just as enjoyable as running around talking to everyone. I think the animate sword is trying to get away. Is it an invisible stalker? I didn't even actually look and see what it was that I was fighting. I have gone through that door. Do I go left or right? I don't know. Fine. I am facing east and there is a long hallway on level 2. I think if I go forward and turn left... Down. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Depending on the kind of bread, yes, Scalara Dragon, wheat gluten tends to help. How do I get out of this dungeon? Thank you for the heads up, Kira. If I ever find the exit to this dungeon, it'll be nice, because I'll be able to, like, end the stream. But I can't save in the dungeon, so... Apparently, I am traveling all the way under the oceans, to the other side of the world by going through this dungeon. I believe that is what the book said. A gluten for punishment? Oh my! That was good. That was a fresh-baked joke. I'm on level. I'm at the end of a hallway and there's a... I'm on level 2. I'm at the end of a hallway and there's a... Oh, but... Yeah. That gets me nowhere. Everything goes down. How do I get out of this dungeon? All of the ladders go down, except the one that's surrounded by walls. How am I supposed to exit this dungeon? Bottom right corner. This ladder is not on the map. The map in the hit book doesn't... That ladder is not on the map. I thought this was supposed to be a reliable map. Secret ladder. I can't remember the tune for Secret Tunnel, but I knew exactly what you were going for. Is there much of a tune? I don't remember. I've only seen that episode once. Actually, I think I may have seen that episode twice. I'm level 1. I'm on level 1. Where the heck am I on the... Came up a ladder. So, there's another gem. There's another gem. Do I take tab? Yes. Pass. Oh. Nathan Sharp did a minute-long punk rock version of Secret Ladder, or Secret Tunnel. That's awesome. Two. It's totally worth it. Totally worth it. Yes, Dupree is almost maxed out on that, but we sleep. Dupree will gain back some hit points and not be on the verge of death. Nope. That didn't work for Dupree. Okay, well, whatever. We made it! We made it! We made it out of it! Oh, I don't know where the heck we are, but we made it out. What is that? Oh, how do I do that? How do I use the sextant? I've never used the sextant. P-E-O-N. I am located in Peon, which would be useful to know if my map had a coordinates grid on it. Oh, look. Somebody has made a map with coordinates on the internet. Maybe? Okay, P-E-O-N. Oh, I am... Oh, yeah, that's where I am, because that's where it said I would be, and I didn't pay any attention to that. I'm on the Isle of the Abyss. I don't think I want to be on the Isle of the Abyss. What is this? Is it going to kill me? What is it? I don't understand. Forward. Oh, it's a balloon! It's a freaking hot air balloon! Launch? No. How do I... Ignite? No. What? Oh, shh. No, no, no. Oh, dear. It's gonna be like that to me, isn't it? How do I control this thing? Land. No. Descend. Descend. Not as bad as trying to land the spacecraft when coming back from planet X. But I think I will leave the balloon. Exactly, Puddleglum. Nope, that's not a good spot to descend. Eventually, it's going to take me somewhere that I actually want to land. Maybe? This is amazing. I wish I had some control. And there's a tornado out there somewhere. Or a water spout out there somewhere. So hot air ballooning over the ocean doesn't seem totally safe. If you hit the tornado, you do not end up in Oz. Oh, there's another dungeon. Now that I know what they look like. What? What was that giant onk? in the middle of mountains. How do I get there? I use a blink spell. Exit. Ha! Yes! I got back to the castle! I could go talk to the king and see if we leveled up at all and get healed. Perfect. Ooh. Stop entertaining the king. I need to talk to him. Joffrey is now level 4. And that was the only level I gained. Well, I mean, we didn't go in there specifically to level. We went in there just to try out a dungeon. I think next week is going to be grind. Also, what the heck was that giant on? Okay. This has been spectacular. I do think next week, where did you say you liked to grind? Shame? Go to the 6th level of shame. Well, we'll give it a shot. We'll give that a good try next week. Oh, but I need reagents and spells first. Fine. There's also a huge treasure room at the bottom of Hithloth. We're just in Hithloth. Well, I need to grind levels and money, so we'll start on that next week. But yeah, let me go ahead and play the credits. Thank you everybody for coming by. It's been a blast today. I had fun doing my first dungeon. I did not expect it to take the entire stream to get in and through the dungeon. But I had a blast doing it. Thank you, Meaning of Night, Sirius, and Breedanon for the emotes. Thank you, Was Not Worth It, for being a subscriber on Coffee. Kira, thank you so much for being a moderator today. And thank you, everybody for coming by and hanging out. Mike, as always, thank you for the advice on the game. And now, thank you, Galara Dragon, for the bits. And yeah, let me see who we're gonna raid today, because I have not paid any attention to who's on or any of that. And there aren't that many people, so I think we're just gonna do what we typically do of a Saturday and head over to say hi to Bree, who is doing another art stream. If you've been here for my Saturday streams, we've raided her a number of times. Like right now, just based on the still possibly drawing a bull of some sort. I'm not certain. But thank you for coming by. I'm live again tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time for a continuation of Mass Effect 2. I'll be back next Saturday at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time for a continuation of Ultima 4, and we're gonna do some more dungeon delving and try and earn some money and get reagents so that I have lots of spells so that I can really tackle these dungeons. But yeah, thank you so much for coming by, and I will see you later. And until then, get out there and do some shenanigans.